been awake since 5 because the pain's been kicking back in. Just made a hot water bottle. Can ring the doctors soon. We don't know if we ever will, and I really enjoyed doing my videos for YouTube. These are the little flowers that we've got, violas for the garden. Hopefully my husband will be able to get them in, because here is our backyard. Ugh. My husband had some leftover cleaner in a bottle, so he put it on the floor. I can't wait for him to do this floor, it's disgusting. So I don't know if he's going to repaint the gate again or not, but usually he sands the wall, takes the lights off and sands it and repaints it. And yeah, just spraying the floor really, and cleaning the table a bit. And hopefully getting him to get rid of some of this junk as well. But look, our tulips came up. How pretty are my tulips? They were from 2 years ago, those ones. So it does sometimes take a while for plants to come up. And we have lights up here, which I love. And that is all fake, by the way. It's all off Amazon. My husband went crazy and did it to cover up the brick wall because, yeah, it never got fixed and we got tired of asking. So that was his solution. Lunch is leftovers. Hello, good day to you on this magical Thursday full of bullshit. I woke up super early. I've been in pain ever since. It's lessened a bit, which is good. Painkillers, food, hot water bottles. Thankfully, I have rung up this morning for a doctor's appointment, and I have a doctor's appointment at 2 o'clock. However, I don't think I updated you and told you, but I got a text message back from the person that I'd seen previously that I needed a blood test sorting out, and she'd gone in touch with gynecology where I was previously. It was a whole thing. Anyway, she said that I could book for bloods. So when I rang yesterday and got booked in, the receptionist was very kind and managed to squeeze me in, find an appointment on Thursday at 2:30, which is today at 2:30. So I have an appointment at 2, and my doctor's always runs late, always, at least 15 minutes, if not half an hour. So trying to get my doctor's appointment and get my bloods done within half an hour of each other. I'm not very hopeful. We'll see how it goes. I need to get ready to go now because I've got to leave in like 4 minutes, and I need to put trousers on. Just in pyjama bottoms. I'm flagging, if you can't tell. I had laptop issues, camera issues, recording issues. I re-recorded a video that I recorded last week. I'm still not happy with it. I might come home and do some edits when I get back from the doctors, and I still need to take a picture of myself for the cover thumbnail for the video. And I'm not holding my breath for how well this appointment is going to go, just so we're aware, because this person that I'm seeing has struggled dealing with me because she doesn't seem to have a clue. That feels a bit mean, but yeah, onwards and upwards, keep going. Well, that didn't go as planned. I've got to go to hospital. I've got to go to my knee. I've got a referral letter. I've got really high blood pressure. That not was I expecting at all. So onwards and upwards. Just got home after a 20-hour A&E awful experience. I'd never ever want to do that again. That is the worst experience I've ever had, and I've stayed in many different hospitals and A&Es, and there was no bed, there was no sleeping. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go crawl into bed. My arms are a mess from blood cuffs and bloods, and it's just not great. So I'm gonna crawl into bed and tell you about it later. After getting home from the hospital, I came home to Easter gifts from my husband, which was so lovely. The Lego heart and some tulips, which I love. While I'm resting and while I was napping, my husband power washed the backyard to start his spring transition for the garden. And while he's working on that, I am getting right into my new normal, which is having to do my blood pressure every day, several times a day. Look how nice that wall looks now after he's sanded it and given it like the first coat of paint. It's so much cleaner and nicer and just lovely. And then my husband surprises me with an Easter egg, so I get to nomming on that. And the finished result of the garden, how cute and pretty does it look? And I suffer. For the first few times I did my blood pressure cuff, it would go so tight and it was so painful, but eventually I got used to it. And yeah, so this is my new normal now, having to do this 3 times in the morning and 3 times in an evening and checking it out. And then I started getting pains from my hip ovary areas, and so I have started to use the hot water bottle on those areas to help soothe the pain. And I just wanted to sort of show that I am slowly scarring myself with my hot water bottle usage, and that is not unusual with endometriosis. It's pretty common, and I just kind of wanted to raise a bit of awareness and, you know, show you guys and tell you about it. Hey, I have this cream, what's left of this cream, that was for scars. So I'm using this at the moment to try and see if it will help reduce the hot water bottle scars I've given myself that are really bad, and see if it helps fade them a little bit and ease some of the dry skin issues and stuff. I had previously just been using that, which was fine, but yeah, this is Palmer's scar lotion cream thing, and I'm not sure if they still do it or not, but it was what was left of the bottle ages ago. So yeah, I'm just putting off showing you because it's really bad, so prepare yourself. This is kind of horrific, and if you're a bit squeamish, don't look or whatever. But yeah, so this side was worse. It's started to fade now, as you can see, because the pain has gone all over to this side where the appendix scar is, just there. And yeah, that's really painful. So I said it's really painful, that's just water, by the way. But I mean, the places where it's like going to blister because of overuse and stuff, yeah, it's not great. So that's what's painful. Okay, the rest of it doesn't hurt. This is fine. This is not an issue. It's just where I've overdone it and it's looking like it's going to start blistering and I've burnt the skin off. So excuse the way I look. It's been a horrendous 2 weeks. I got my period, which is a good thing, but an awful thing, as you can see from my stomach. The amount of pelvic pain that I've been in has been horrific. I have spent a lot of time in bed and a lot of time with my hot water bottle, which I will just show you. So this isn't a new thing for me, burning my stomach. This is 18 years living with endometriosis and endometriosis, and the pain is, I can't even describe the pain, okay? Even thinking about it makes me want to cry right now. And it's just not good, okay? So basically, I get a period. I'm a heavy bleeder. My period generally would last 9 days, and it was horrific. I could barely go from the bed to the bathroom. And it's been 4 years since I've had a period, and it was really bad. Someone who's normally a heavy bleeder and has been having periods since I was like 11 and 12, I don't really know what to say. It was like, there was one moment I went down, after being in the bathroom, I went downstairs to my husband and I was like, I've traumatized myself. My body has traumatized me more than it ever could have done previously in the past or anything. So it hasn't been a good period. I'm still bleeding. It's like day 18 or something. It's more spotting now than actual bleeding, but I'm still having a lot of pelvic pain, especially where that abdominal appendix scar is. That's from a previous surgery back in 2016. I had to have my appendix out when I had the surgery because my endometriosis had covered my appendix, so it had to come out. And I'm pretty sure your appendix doesn't do anything anymore, does it? I'm not sure what the point of it is. I know a lot of people have them out anyway. I need to say, here's my hot water bottle. Okay, so I'm mostly careful with the hot water bottle stuff, okay? So my hot water bottle has 2 hot water bottle covers on it. Like this one isn't really thick, but this one's like a woolly one. And I also generally have my hot water bottle, like I've stolen my husband's pajama bottoms, so they go over my stomach. And then I've got my t-shirt, so I have 2 layers of clothing, and sometimes like if I have a jumper on top or a cardigan, so I'm like this is not, I've just got a bare hot water bottle and I'm putting it directly on my stomach and burning it. This is layers upon layers of things. And when I first do my hot water bottle, when it's really hot, I put it on top of the blanket that I'm under or the duvet when I'm in bed until it gets to a better temperature. But the thing is, heat is the only thing that's been helping with the pain. So every 2 hours, I'm roughly redoing my hot water bottle, so it is staying pretty hot. So that is what's contributing to it. And I know the simple solution is stop using the hot water bottle, but it's the only thing that helps with the pain and reducing the pain. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, I've done this before several times. I will see if I can find some pictures to add in. I had previously done this like in 2016, 17 and 18. And the scars fade when I stop having periods and stop using the hot water bottle and stop being in so much pain. So it's not a massive big deal for me. But I just want to kind of raise some awareness about this and be like, this is what happens and it sucks and you can blister your stomach, so you do have to be careful if you can be. But at the end of the day, you've got to do what will help your pain, and if this helps your pain, then everything has consequences, and that sucks. But yeah, so that's my consequence for being in so much pain. So I'm living with it.
Over the next 3 months, this is pretty much what my life looks like. Naps, sleeping a lot, resting a lot, spending a lot of time on the sofa or in bed, and trying to get fresh air through the window.
I think my tripod is lowering itself, or I'm still high from my pain medication. Honestly, I can't tell. Is it lowering itself?
Attempting to record things and try and share honestly and openly, but it's really difficult between the levels of pain that I'm in and being high on all my pain medication to help with the pain, the irony, and spending a lot of time with my husband on the sofa with hot water bottles and blankets, even though the summer is right around the corner. I'm feeling sorry for myself, to be honest.
I am in so much pain right now. I'm trying very hard not to have a codeine because I'm trying to wean myself off taking it because I don't like the way it makes me feel and it messes up my bowels. So I'm in a lot of pain. I want to cry. Anyway, I'm gonna do tea. I've got two options for tea, and they are pasta.
The garden starts to bloom and look lovely. I'm grateful for my husband and my parents for giving me flowers to cheer me up a lot. I survive on lots of snacky food. I spend a lot of time in bed, sleeping, resting, and using our hot water bottle until July, when I start to finally feel better.
So I am in a very different space this time with my endometriosis and adenomyosis. It's been a very wild ride and I'm not loving it. I'm trying to think of what to say about it, to be honest. It's really hard to express it in words. I guess I can say that the first 3 months have been the worst. I've been having really irregular periods because of my endometriosis and adenomyosis, and possibly because I did a 3-year fake menopause and it's my 5th fake menopause. I also had to do HRT because it was the 5th time I was doing this. And yeah, my periods have been irregular. I haven't had a proper period since I had a 33-day period in May. It covered May and June, and my scarring has calmed down again, thankfully, on my stomach because there's been no hot water bottle use. Oh well, that's a lie. There has been some hot water bottle usage, but it hasn't been every day. My pain isn't as frequent and as consistent as it has been, which has been nice. So I've had a bit of an interlude for the last 2 months, July and August. So I had a really nice July. I haven't had a great August. I've had a lot of flare-ups, and I don't know if it's my chronic illness or if it's just my body, or because I've spent so many summers over the last 18 years indoors and having periods and struggling and stuff, but I can't deal with the heat, and the heat can trigger flare-ups, which isn't pleasant. So August has never been a fun month for me. So here's me thinking I'm going to be doing all these things, and August has just not been a good month, and it's never a good month. I just need to remind myself that August is not a good month for me health-wise, and just not write it off, but just adjust myself and my mindset about how I go into that month and everything. I've had some blood tests. I mentioned previously, like way back in March, and eventually got the results that everything is okay with my fertility, and you know, from the outside at the moment, from just a brief look at it at the moment, that they can't see anything particular wrong with why I am not having regular periods. It's something to look into, so that's what we're going to be going to look at. And I've had an ultrasound which has shown not a lot of great stuff. Obviously it's shown the growth of the endometriosis and that my ovaries are slightly displaced. I have a cyst on an ovary, which I've had for a couple of years now, but they didn't tell me the size, so I don't know if it's got bigger or smaller after the years of the fake menopause, because a scan in 2022 showed that the growth had started to shrink, which was good. I think that was 22, could have been 23. No, I'm pretty sure it was 22. And yeah, that's not where we are now, a full solid and a bit year later. I am having other issues. There's fibroids, polyps, cysts, thickening of the womb. So it feels like it's just a great big mess at the moment, and I'm just trying to manage my health the best that I can and just take one day at a time, and finding the small joys in my everyday, which, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's very much been
my garden, seeing the sweet peas grow, which is something that I look forward to and love every year, and spending time with my husband, trying to get out for little walks and build up my stamina a bit more, because we have a holiday in October to Benidorm, and there's a couple of little walks that I would really like to go on with family, but right now there is no way I'd be able to manage some of those little walks because my stamina is atrocious. So I'm trying to build myself up and trying to manage my energy levels and all that good stuff. So right now everything feels a bit of a mess health-wise, but slowly we'll get there, I know, because we've done this before. This is 18 years into my endometriosis journey, and you know, it's not all sparkly rainbows. It's not, here's your medication, you're going to get better, walk out the door. It's not that easy, it's not that simple. It's an ongoing process. And I'm giving myself a couple of years now until I make a really big decision about my health and my endometriosis and whether or not to get a hysterectomy, and see how that goes. And we're just sort of waiting about fertility IVF stuff at the moment as well. So that is where we're at right now. So thank you so much for watching, and the next few videos are going to be slightly different because I'm going to take a little break from vlogging at the moment because of my health. I'm just not doing a lot. I'm just not getting out as much as I was in July and doing stuff, and I'm just trying to catch up with some stuff that I'd already filmed and pre-recorded and just want to post and put up there. So yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a break right now on vlogging and just trying to readjust to this new way of living again, because it's very different from how I felt in 23 to how 24 is going. So again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.